Hi, Tracy Hugelmeyer here of Vintagepreneur University. Now, if you sell vintage on Etsy, I know a lot of times you worry about if you should follow up with a customer or when you should follow up with a customer. And I get it because I used to worry about that too. But what I learned is something really cool. If you do follow up, then more often than not, you will get that sale. I've put this into play so many times, so I can promise you it does work. And it's completely Etsy legal, and it's completely non-salesy and non-spammy because it's a natural way to follow up, okay? So two ways to follow up with your customers when you feel like they drop off the planet. And this might happen when somebody reaches out to you and they maybe want a blue sweater. They really like a sweater that you have listed for sale, but they want a blue one. And they're like, hey, do you happen to have a blue one like this? And you have a couple that are similar that you think that they might work for them. So you send them back some information on that sweater or the sweaters that you have, and you make them, an offer. Or maybe somebody reaches out to you and says that they're really trying to incorporate some vintage elements in their kitchen and they really like the stuff you have, but can you help them put a few things together and maybe give them a bucket price, a deal on that. So you do that, you spend a lot of time doing that, you send them over some photos and some prices, and then they disappear off the planet. All right, don't worry, you're not going to give up at that point. You're not going to give up when they quote unquote disappear off the planet. Here's what you're going to do. Number one, if you have come to the next day and they still have not responded to you, what you can do is send them a nice message just saying, hey, I'm prepping my orders for the day and I'd really love to get yours in the mail too. Have you had a chance to review the information that I sent you? Please let me know if you have any other questions at all. All right? And it's a natural way to bring it up, and you are prepping your order, so you're being honest, you're being authentic, so there's nothing salesy or spammy about that, okay? You're just simply following up, and the simple act of doing that is going to get your customer to act more often than not. All right, number two, the second way you can do this is if someone, same types of scenarios as before, they disappear off the planet, you're simply going to follow up with them after, a certain amount of time that you're comfortable with has gone by and say, hey, I'm just following up to make sure that you got my photos and the information that I sent, because sometimes Etsy combos don't go through. Please let me know if you have any other questions or anything else that I can help you with. Leave it as an open ending for them. And again, you're being authentic here because Etsy combos sometimes don't go through, so it's a perfectly natural way to bring that back up and just kind of follow up with them. And it works because it's authentic. So try these two tips. I think you're really going to like them. And if you want to learn more, make sure to check out my free training, 5 Key Steps to Having a Profitable Vintage Business on Etsy. And I'm going to link to that below. And I'll see you inside the training. Bye, you guys.